Good morning, guys. We're a little late, but we are here. Oh, Sunday. How's everyone doing? How's everyone doing? Let me see here. Say hello. Let me know if you guys are here. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Oh, we have some friends in from Alberta. My parents live in Alberta. I was just in Alberta. Oh, that's awesome. We have someone in. Oh, can't wait to hear the news. Yeah, you guys, this is what this stream is all about. We're doing something really chill and casual today. We're just going to be hanging out. I'm going to be doing a full face of makeup, but it's a very natural, one and done, simple look. So it's for those girlies that just want to look really fresh and pretty, but they want to do it in a quick way. I've been talking a lot about that in my videos lately. We've been talking a lot about products like Jones Road, which is for that more minimalist consumer. Merit is another great brand for the more minimalist consumer. So I'm going to walk you guys through something really easy that you can do when you kind of just want to get ready quickly. You're on the go, all of that stuff. So we're going to have a lot of fun. Good morning from Barrie. Oh, we have, South Korea. Wow, Myra, good morning. So I'm looking over here because my screen is over here. Oh, it's awesome to see you here from Barrie. I love my Canadian sisters. Welcome. I actually met a Canadian viewer at the mall in Edmonton. I was visiting my parents and I was at West Ed and someone came up to me and stopped me and they said that they were like a big fan of the channel. And you guys, when that happens, my heart literally explodes. When we create content as creators, we kind of create in this vacuum and it's very solitary. Actually, it's a very solitary job. And that's why so many creators are introverts. And so we see you guys online, but you're real people to us and we love and connect with you. But when we see you in real life, it's just like a completely different experience. So if you ever see me out and about in Canada, come and say hi to me because it makes me so happy. Oh, we have Colorado, Tennessee, UK. Oh, that's awesome. Okay. Oh, Susan from Waterloo is here. I love Susan. Thanks for stopping in. Okay, let's get started. Let's get started with our looks. So the first thing I want to use is a product that I wanted to show you guys because it's become one of my favorite products on the market. And it's the Caudalie Beauty Elixir. So what this is, it's like a multi-purpose spray. So you can use it before your makeup. So the way that I use it is I just shake it. And I spray it in on completely dry skin. So I have nothing on my skin, no moisturizer, nothing. And this gives a really pretty kind of very soft glow and a little bit of moisture and hydration, but it's not oily at all. It also smells absolutely amazing. I also use this after my makeup to set. Now, this is not a setting spray like One Size, or like Urban Decay All Nighter. This is a much lighter, more natural, botanical inspired product. It's not like a face hairspray, like the other setting sprays are, but I love it. Like, look how much I have of it left. It's one of those products that I use every day. I even use it on my décolleté. In between, sometimes I'll pop it in my purse. And if I have a really long day and my under eyes start looking really dry, I'll spray this and it kind of refreshes the makeup and brings everything back to life. This is really good, especially if you struggle with like dry issues. I actually struggle with oil. And I still find that this works for me, but it's really nice to refresh makeup if it starts to like get crackly. You know what I'm saying?
J-Lo too is asking, is it scented? Yes, it is.
Yeah, it is. It's like, I don't know if it's an actual fragrance in the sense of like perfume, but it smells like botanicals, right? Like, what would you say?
It's almost like a citrusy smell.
Yeah.
Light.
Yeah. Like natural oils. It's lovely. You can get it at Sephora. You can try it there first to see if you like it. I'm obsessed. It's one of my favorite products for like a natural makeup look.
Monica is mentioning the Dalba spray that's like that too.
Okay, so listen to this. So there was a video going up today that ended up having to be delayed. And then we're like, we're going live instead. In that video, I talk about all of the products that will make you look really naturally beautiful. Okay, so skincare products, makeup products, sprays, all of that I find just makes you look very beautiful, but completely in a very natural way. I talk about this because it's my absolute favorite. And then right after this, I talk about the D'Alba spray because that spray is phenomenal. Now, the difference between this and the D'Alba, I wish I had it here with me. I put it upstairs because I use it a lot as well. The D'Alba spray has an oil layer and then a serum layer, and you shake it up to mix it. It's a dual phase spray and you spray it on. It gives you that truffle glow, right? Because their signature ingredient is white truffle. The difference between them is that one you can feel the oil on your face. So it is amazing for glow or for dehydrated or dry skin. Now, because I have oily skin and it's the summer and there's a lot of humidity, I don't reach for that, right? So you always have to customize what you're reaching for in your prep stage to work with the weather and your skin type. Right? So if that works for you in your climate and your skin type, then that one is great. That one is heavier than this one for sure. As a heads up, thank you for saying that. That actually is a really good question. So after that, after I spray that in and I have a little bit of hydration, I'm going to use this. Okay. This is the Minimalist AHA BHA Face Exfoliator. So this is a liquid exfoliator. And the reason I'm using this is because of a community board question that we had yesterday. So let's pop that guy up here.
Hi, Gabi. What is the most gentle way to exfoliate sensitive skin? Everything I've tried feels like it burns my skin and it turns it very red. Foundation looks terrible on flaking skin.
Yeah, so exfoliating is super, super important. So if you have issues with sensitivity, then you probably want to stay away from physical exfoliators, which are scrubs, right? Where they have granules in the formulation and you slough away the dead skin. You want to stay away from those and you want to go more towards chemical exfoliators like this. That's why I brought this up. When I saw that question, I'm like, I'm going to use this to show you. So this goes on like a serum. You can see that it's given my skin a little bit of a glow, but it actually has salicylic acid, lactic acid, and glycolic acid. So it's going to work as an exfoliator, but it does it in a chemical way without any burn. There's a few products like this out on the market. Some are stronger than others. There's one by Dermalect that's an overnight sleep serum that has all of these acids. That's much stronger. You can almost feel the tingling. I don't know if I would go there yet if you have very sensitive skin, but if you get this from Minimalist, Penn Smith Skincare recommended this to me and I use it all the time and I get zero reaction from it. It's very gentle and it's also effective. So we'll leave that in the description box for you, okay? We can leave links for you guys when the stream is over in case you want to see the actual product and read a little bit more about it yourself. One other product for prep that I just discovered that I'm loving is Tula. It's Glow and Get It Cooling and Brightening Eye Balm. So what this is, it's just a balm. Good for fine lines, wrinkles, hyperpigmentation, so dark circles, and puffiness. But the extra cool thing about it is that it has a formula, like it's formulated with these pearlescent little shimmers. So it's clear. It's not like it's colored. It's not a color corrector, but it has a little bit of like a pearlescent shimmer to it. I don't know if you guys can see it. What it does, it kind of diffuses the light and really softens the darkness of the circles when you are not wanting to wear a lot of makeup. It also works really well for hydrating under concealer. So you know the Scott Barnes hack with the Aquaphor? There was a lot of backlash on that video because people are like, this is a recipe for milia. And I would agree with that. If you're prone to milia, using something really dense like that under the eyes could result in milia. This is kind of like that, but a really upgraded version of it. You still get that smooth, even consistency. It's still in a balm, but it's made specifically for under the eyes, so there's less risk of milia.
We do have a question from Playing with Makeup. Hi, Gabi. Have you tried any other D'Alba products? I have loved everything I've tried from them, including the sunscreen, which is also a color corrector. I have. I've tried a bunch of their products and they're all exceptional. The one that I really love is the moisturizer that has the serum and the moisturizer. So one side is serum, one side is moisturizer. There's a little spatula on top. And depending on the weather and how your skin feels, you can customize it for your skin. So if your skin is really oily, you can do 2 parts serum, 1 part moisturizer. If all of a sudden it's winter and you're starting to feel more dry,
You can do equal parts serum, equal parts moisturizer, or 2 parts moisturizer, 1 part serum. That product is amazing. I use that every single night, like on top of my tretinoin, because it's so rich and moisturizing. But I agree with you completely. Their products are incredible. I had a bit of, you know, going like real personal, because these live streams, I feel like you guys are like, we're like together in our living room drinking coffee. What are you drinking? Tell me, guys, what are you drinking? If I'm going to be honest, I worked with Dabba because I fell in love with their products. So I did a sponsored video with them where they've sponsored just a little part of the video because I wanted to use skincare on this model. And I was like, I'd love to use the Dabba products. And so they helped to sponsor the video. And they're very specific about their talking points. And so working with them is not super easy. If I'm being completely honest, I'm giving you guys like insider details, but their products themselves are incredible. So it's, sometimes I'm like, oh, I was so annoyed by that sponsorship, but then I'm like, no, their products are phenomenal. Okay, for sunscreen, I want to show you guys this one, Supergoop. So there's a million sunscreens on the market. They're all incredible. I love so many of them, but I want to show you this because it's very different. It's so different than anything I've ever seen. So this one's called the Unseen sunscreen, and the texture of it is like, it almost looks, can you guys see that? It's like a silicone. So basically, it goes on exactly like the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. Have you ever tried that? The Smashbox Photo Finish Primer, it feels exactly like silicone. It's 100% weightless. There's no smell whatsoever. So if you're the type of person that, one, has oily skin and you're like, I cannot wear sunscreen under my makeup because it will break it down, it will look super greasy and it just looks awful. Or you hate the feeling of sunscreen. Like my dad is like that. He really hates the feeling of sunscreen. He hates anything gooey or slimy. This is really, really cool because it doesn't smell like sunscreen. It doesn't feel like sunscreen. It doesn't feel like anything. And that's why it's called Unseen. It's almost shocking to me that they were able to infuse sunscreen in this type of formula, if I'm being honest. I've never seen anything quite like it, but it is really good. So if you're looking for a new sunscreen that you don't want to feel, Supergoop Unseen is the way to go.
Okay, we have a question about makeup prep. So hi, Gabi. How do you deal with prep and makeup in humid heat? As I sweat a lot in my face, hence I don't wear makeup. I'm drinking wine.
I love that you're drinking wine. What time is it for you? Oh, I love it. I totally get it. So how do you deal with prep and makeup in humid heat? I sweat a lot on my face. Okay, this is when you have to be minimalist about it. Okay, so sunscreen, non-negotiable. You have to wear it. You have to wear it for so many reasons. For one, the health of your skin. You don't want to get melanoma. You don't want to get skin cancer. But for two, it's the number one thing that ages the skin. And it does that in 2 ways. It breaks down collagen, you know, the UV, but it also creates hyperpigmentation and uneven skin tone. Uneven skin tone, hyperpigmentation, loss of fullness, so collagen, right? And very dry skin are the telltale signs of aging skin. So you have to use a sunscreen no matter what. So if you sweat a lot, you're in humid weather, you don't want to look too sticky. What I would do is get something like Supergoop or like Tula, where it's a skincare, sunscreen, primer hybrid. All 3 things are in one product. I am the same as you. I can't do it. Like I can't do all the things. I become a greasy, slimy mess in like 5 minutes. So you just want to get one product that does everything, apply a generous amount, let it absorb. And then you can go in with concealers in like a stick, for example, conceal any little dark spots, add a little powder, put a little blush, and you're good to go. It doesn't have to be so complex. All right, let's start with, you know what, I was going to start with brows, but let's start with complexion. I want you guys to vote on what we use because I could not decide on my own. I was thinking, I'm like, what should we use? Okay, these are some products that I think will look beautiful for today. So in the thumbnail image, I'm recreating the exact look I did on the thumbnail image. In that image, I use this, okay? This is the Rimmel Kind and Free Skin Tint Foundation. Very, very light, luminous finish. Now, another one that I reach for a lot that I think is gorgeous and very, very different is this one. It's Water Fresh Complexion Touch by Chanel. This has little pearls or beads of color suspended in a serum. Again, it's a very sheer wash of color. I wouldn't say it's even light coverage. It's like sheer coverage with luminosity, and it really adds like some color and bronziness to the face. Or we could do a tried and true, a classic Luminous Silk Giorgio Armani. This is more of a true foundation, medium coverage. What do you guys want? Do you want number 1, number 2, or number 3? Vote in the comments and I will do it. Vote in the comments. Let's see what's coming in. While you guys vote, maybe I will do my brows. So yeah, bring them in. We have a little bit of a lag sometimes. So, number 3. Okay. All right.
I'm gonna soak so far.
Okay.
There's one for Rimmel.
You keep track. So I'm going to do my brows. Sometimes I like doing brows before anything else, which is very unconventional. The reason I like doing brows is because I find that they stay a lot better if they're not on top of anything. They're on top of clean skin. So one product that I've recently discovered that is actually really, really very good is the Merit Brow. It's called 1990, Brow 1990. It's the skinniest, tiniest little pen I have ever seen. And the really great thing about it is that it's very gel based. So the pigment itself comes out like a gel. So it's quite pigmented, but without being harsh. And it's so tiny that you can do a really modern, like flicky brow hair stroke effect, which is very in, or you can shade. I prefer shading this area of the brow. So the mids and the ends, like the mids and the tails, and then the beginning of the brow, I like doing hair strokes because I think this part needs to be feathery, whereas this part can be more shaded. Okay, it's a very nice pencil, especially if you want to do like a really natural brow quickly and you want really, really thin strokes. How are we doing with the voting?
I think number 3 is winning out.
Really? I didn't expect that.
We've got a few that are saying drugstore as well. So I'm hearing you guys, but I think we've got the most for number 3.
I love that. Why do you guys want number 3? Pop it in the chat. What is it about that foundation that is intriguing you? I'm kind of happy because I'm going to a pool party later, and number 3 will definitely be the longest wearing one. Sometimes when we do really natural, it's funny because when we talk about like high humidity and hot days, everyone's like less, right? Concealer, tinted moisturizer, all that stuff. It's actually the opposite. If you have a lot of humidity, if you have a long, sweaty, hot day, you actually want fuller coverage, matte finish, more powder. You want to go the opposite way for the makeup to last. Now, if you don't care if the makeup lasts and you want to look fresh all day, not fresh, but like more bare-faced, then do whatever you want. But if you want to look more put together, you actually have to go the opposite than what your intuition is telling you to do, which is interesting. And actually, Nikki, guys know Nikki LaRose, she actually mentioned that. She mentioned that recently, and I was like, oh my God, yes, that's actually so true. And it's something that people don't know.
So far, the reason for wanting to see number 3 is they're thinking of buying it.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's a classic, you guys. That foundation's a classic. It is a light to medium coverage. People say it's medium to full. I wouldn't say it's full. I'm going to be honest. I would say it's very skin-like. So you can build it up to a medium coverage, and it's got like a satin finish. It's not so glowy that it's dewy, but it's definitely not matte. It's very beautiful. Very, very beautiful. It can be a little bit shiny for very oily skin types, but you can control that with oil and also the amount that you put on.
Yeah, and for the audience that wanted to see the Rimmel Kind and Free, I know there was quite a few votes for that one as well. We actually did a live stream that was full Rimmel face. So if you check into the other live streams, you can see that one as well. Yeah, that's a good point. We can put that in the pinned comment for you guys if you want to watch that one next. Oh, Jennifer's here, and she sent a little super. Aw, Jennifer, so glad to see you. I love you right back. You're the best.
You never have to do that. You're so gracious and thoughtful. You literally make my day. You literally make my day. Okay, how are we doing with our brows here? Okay, so all I did, you guys, was very lightly fill them in just so we have a little bit more balance. And then another product that I really love is this Merit Volumizing Pomade. So this is just a little mascara wand, and you can go like this and it bulks up the lashes. Again, Merit products, because they're minimalist, because they're for the no makeup girl, it's subtle, okay? It's not going to make them like crazy. If you are even more of a natural girl than I am, you can just use this. It will give your brows a little bit of color, a little bit of shape, but in a very soft and natural way, which is what a lot of people just love.
Playing with makeup says, watching Gabi and adding to cart.
Oh, girl. Oh my gosh, I know. I apologize in advance. There's so many amazing things, right? It's just like, oh my gosh. Okay, is this what we're doing? This is what we're doing. All right, so let's do it. You guys can see what the texture is like. Look at this gigantic mosquito bite I got on my cheek. I had some drinks with my neighbors yesterday outside in the evening, and I got a huge mosquito bite. Okay.
I'm going to give you another question about keeping makeup on. Hold on, here we go. This one's from the community board.
Yeah.
So give us the best techniques on how to prevent makeup from coming off the tip of my nose. My makeup goes on at 5:30 a.m. and by noonish, I am Rudolph.
Oh, yes. This is an issue for some people. You know, it's funny because I've heard about this issue several times. And then I had a client who told me that. And I was like, yeah, I got you. And then I was like, wow, the makeup literally won't adhere to the tip of her nose. It's almost like the skin there, it wouldn't grab. So I think there are some people that have that. It's almost like the skin is a little bit different in that area and it won't grab there. So there's a few things that you can do. For one, I think that you should use a grippy primer. So Milk, this one, Hydro Grip Primer is a good one because it's got a grippy feeling to it. So it's going to become like sticky so that the product wants to stick to it. That's one thing that I think you should do. Another thing you should do is switch that area to a matte finish foundation that is not radiant. Anything with luminosity and radiance, it just isn't as long wearing. It just isn't, okay? Even this foundation that I'm using, that's super high end, that's beautiful. It's not as long wearing as Estee Lauder Double Wear, for example. You know, if I have a 12-hour day, I'm going to reach for Estee Lauder Double Wear because it's just going to stay longer. It's going to look more perfect for longer. So even if you like this foundation, you like a more luminous, lower coverage foundation on your entire face, put it on your entire face, and then focus your higher coverage, more matte, grippier foundation on this area of the face. There's no reason why you can't mix and match things. And with that said, there's actually no reason why you can't mix formulas together either. So say you really like this formula, but you want it to have a little bit more of the bronziness of this formula, you can pump a little bit of this into this on your hand, blend it together and apply it. I mix foundations all the time to create like custom foundations for clients because some foundations have elements of things that you want, but the other one has other elements so you can blend them. Okay, so that's really good to know. I think that will really help you guys when you're moving forward.
Oh, just a little shout out. Canadian Chick says, hey, thanks for introducing me to Justin Hickox with your videos. Great resource for hair.
Oh, you're so welcome. And you want to know something exciting? I think now is the time for me to announce the special announcement.
Oh, yes.
You guys. So do you guys remember how we had a creator house? We went and did a creator house in the spring and all of us rented this house in Texas and we filmed content together for 4 days. Well, the creators okay, where do I even begin? So CurrentBody, which makes LED masks, this guy, right? CurrentBody also is a part of the thing for Zip Halo. Okay, you guys know Zip Halo, the microcurrent nanocurrent machine, phenomenal machine. I love this thing. I use this every day. And CurrentBody, again, LED, huge. Everyone's talking about it. Everyone loves it. So CurrentBody saw the Creator House thing, and they actually reached out to Pen Smith Skincare, and they said, we want to do that for you guys. Like, we want to bring you on a trip. So all of the creators, with the exception of Justin, actually, but Deanna Hickox is going to be there. So it is Ali Glines. We're going to pop it up here. We have Nikki LaRose, Lisa J Makeup, Marlena Stell, Pen Smith Skincare, Ali Glines, and Deanna. We're all going to a Creator House, not this coming week, but the week after again. So we are doing it again, you guys. We're going to be all together again. I'm going to be filming content with the creator of the Zip Halo. So we went down the rabbit hole. Lori and I, who's here, she's the voice in the wind. Pop your head in here for a second.
I was like, oh, am I in?
Guys, this is Lori. She's literally like my soul sister. She does so much for me here on the channel, and we love her so, so much. So anyway, where was I going with that? What was I saying?
We're going to go on vacation. We're going to meet with Zip Halo creator.
Oh, so Lori and I went down the Zip Halo rabbit hole, and we were like, what about this? And like, what about this? And does microcurrent affect Botox? That's a huge concern. If I am making the muscle not move and microcurrent is strengthening the muscle, are we reversing our Botox? Can we use microcurrent with Botox? You know, is it going to make our Botox not last as long? There's so many questions, right? So we started a document with all these questions. If you guys have questions, please put them in the comments, because I will ask Melanie, and then we will answer them in a video that's going to come up very soon. And something else, you guys, that's very exciting is that I have decided to live stream from the Creator House. So I'm going to see if all of the girls want to be in on that live stream. I know for sure Pen is in. So please stay tuned for that. You will see it in the community board pop up. I would love to have you guys there live to ask questions about product recommendations, because you have kind of the top beauty creators in the space all in one room on a live stream. How cool, right? So if you want to ask product questions about skincare for Pen, about makeup, or fragrance for Marlena knows everything about fragrance, then it's definitely the live stream you want to tune into. Okay, it's gonna be really good. I can't wait. I'm so excited for that.
Jess is asking, how's the Jones Road concealer?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Sorry, I moved on without telling you guys. So this doesn't take, so I don't take up too much of your Sunday, because I'm sure you guys have people that you want to see and things you want to do. I love this concealer. I absolutely love it. It's so convenient because it's a little pencil, right? You can apply it wherever you want to apply it, and it goes on really quick and easy. It also has a very good level of coverage. It's not a sheer coverage. It really is like a pretty full coverage, but it's very skin-like. So the formula itself goes on just like skin. You can blend it with your fingertips. Bobbi Brown, she's perfected the art of no makeup. The convenient 5-minute makeup that is so not fussy. She's perfected it. I got to tell you guys, I know there's a lot of polarizing thoughts about Jones Road and a lot of controversy and a lot of like hit or miss, but I think that it's a brilliant idea. And this product in particular, I love. The only thing, I'm going to be honest, is that this is too dense for under my eyes because I have so many lines around my eyes. I have a very expressive face, and I just have a lot of lines around my eyes. This is too dense for that for me, but maybe not if you don't have a lot of lines. So that brings me to something else I want to show you. I was in LA a couple weeks ago, actually just for fun with my family. And I went to Ulta because Canada doesn't have Ulta. Okay. I know. I was at Ulta forever for almost 3 hours because I was like, I need everything that we don't have in Canada. And I bought this. I was really intrigued by this. It's the Milani Supercharged Brightening Under Eye Tint. What this is, it's a tinted serum, like a foundation, like, you know, like the foundations, like these, right? The tinted serum foundations that are just really light, kind of like an upgrade from a tinted moisturizer. This is the same, but for under your eyes. And it has a peachy tone. So there's a few things it has. It has microfine pearls. So it has a little bit of light reflection, kind of like this. It's not sparkly. It's just light reflecting. And it has a peachy color. So you can choose the color that's best for you. I was very intrigued by this because under my eyes is kind of my biggest issue that I have, but I don't always have the patience or the time. You know, I have young kids still. I don't always have the patience to deal with like the drama of concealer, because with concealer, you need to, well, at least for me, you need to color correct. You need to conceal, you need to dry down, you need to stipple out, you know, the wrinkling. Then you have to set it with a powder, and then it's dry midday, and then you have to refresh it. You know, it's like, so it's just, it's such a thing. It's such a thing. And if you have a lot of texture under your eyes, you will understand. This is just none of the things. Now, is it the brightening effect of concealer? It's not. And I'm going to show you that right now. It's very subtle. So I'll show you. Give me one sec here. See, it's a subtle brightening, but it's not creasy. It doesn't crease. It doesn't like settle. I don't find you even really need to set it. It just gives you enough of a pick-me-up that you look better, but totally natural. This is the product I grab when I'm going to the gym. You know, I know it's kind of silly to wear makeup to the gym, but sometimes I don't want my under eyes to look so under eye-y. I just grab this. I put it on in 2 seconds, even like in the mirror in the car, you know, it brightens my eyes without any of like the BS, you know, the concealer BS.
Lauren just jumped on. Can you repeat the product name again?
Yeah, totally. It's Milani Supercharged Brightening Under Eye Tint.
There you go, Lauren.
Again, Lauren, light coverage, okay? Don't go in expecting full coverage. Don't go in expecting color corrector. It's just takes the edge off, you know? And I really think it does a good job. Like if you guys look at my under eyes now, like it's so much better. Is it perfect? No, but it's fine. You know, it's fine. I'm going to show you guys a concealer later, but I want to do it without first so that the whole look is completed like this. You can see it. Then we can kind of piggyback a concealer on top of it if you want to see what it looks like when it's a little bit more done. All right, there we go. How are you guys doing over there?
Ashley's asking what color of the under eye stuff. Which shade is that?
It's 120 Peach.
120 Peach.
Yeah, we'll put it in the description box for you guys. Okay, now what I got to do is I have a little bit of creasing from the concealer on my eyelids, which always happens when you color correct your eyelid because your skin is warm. There's a groove here. When a cream product gets warmed up, it moves into grooves. Totally normal. It's not a concealer issue, okay? I know a lot of people blame the concealer. Oh. It's just skin.
We've got another question from Jennifer. Oh my God, can I come with you?
Aw, Jennifer.
And hi, Jennifer. How often should you use the mask? I have one. Should I use the product on my face when I use it?
The LED mask, I assume, yeah. So you want to use it every day. You want to use it, I would say, at least 5 days a week, but I'll learn a lot more about it when I go to that house. So they're bringing in, guys, they're bringing in like dermatologists, they're bringing in like all of these educators to teach us about LED on a more of a scientific level, which is so my vibe because I am all about the science. I love science. I love learning. I love school, you know, so it's going to be so good. But you want to use it every day and you want to use it on clean, dry skin with no product. So don't put retinol on and put that mask on. Okay. Just wash your face, put it on. Then after you can use your hydrators or moisturizers or whatever you need.
Canadian Chick mentioned that you could probably get the Milani at Shoppers too. We've seen it there. I think they have it at Walmart as well sometimes.
Yeah.
It just depends on what products are stocked.
Yeah. And it depends like where in Canada you are. Like I have a really hard time finding Milani here in Ontario.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I know sometimes like in Western Canada, there's a lot more of those things available. So, okay, I'm going to show you guys this now. So this is the Merit Solo Shadow. Have you guys heard of this? This is really nice. So who watched the Jones Road video? Do a little pop up if you watched the Jones Road video. I love the Jones Road cream shadow. It's cushiony. It's gorgeous. It has like light reflecting pearls. It is a dream. I love it. But there were a lot of reviews about it that it creased a lot, and it gave a little bit of fallout. All of those reviews were valid, and I actually didn't even realize they were valid because I just put it on and like didn't really worry about it. You know, I just put it on and lived my life and didn't really look again. When I was doing that video and I read so many reviews about the creasing, I put it on and then I waited like 8 to 10 hours and then I took a video of it close up. And you're right, it creased, okay? It creases, it just does, it creases. The consistency is unique, but I find that cream shadows in general crease, again, because cream, when it's warmed up by your skin, it kind of enters those hollow areas. This one, however, I don't find it creasy because it's got a very unique consistency. It's a matte consistency, so it's not glossy, but it's quite dense. I don't know how to describe it exactly. This is a really cool, very effective one and done shadow if you want to just pop a little bit of color on the lids and be done with it. I've been reaching for this a lot. Another thing about this that's amazing is there's zero fallout, zero. So you can do it. You guys know how I normally do my eyeshadow before my foundation because I'm such a crazy person about like fallout under the eyes. This I can absolutely do after my concealer is done because it does not fall because it's really dense and creamy. So this is a really good product. It comes in the neutrals, which are all like these brownie tones. This one is in the color Mid-Century.
And it's Merit, right?
It's Merit,
Just
yeah.
for Noni here.
Yeah. And it also comes in the statements, which are still natural, because Merit is still natural, but bolder tones. Like they have an earthy green that I want so badly. It's going to be my next Sephora purchase when I head over to Sephora. I just love it. I think it's so simple. It's so simple. See, I just threw it on with this brush. This is Sigma E28, which is like a flatter, more dense brush. And then I buffed it into the crease with A503 by BK Beauty. It's really nice. And then I find it also looks really nice under the eyes. So if you use a smudging brush like this one, this is Nikki's brush, N12, and you just apply it on there and you just put it under the eyes and smudge it out. It creates a lot of really pretty definition under the eyes in a totally easy way. You know, this is the best for effortless eye looks.
And yes, Jen, you're right. We will link all of the products used in the video, usually within an hour or so of the live being completed. So you can keep an eye out for that. We will make sure to link all the products.
Yeah. And also, you guys, we get discount codes for a lot of things. So wait a minute before you buy it because you might get a discount code. Not always, but some products we get discount codes. And then it's like, don't buy it at full price if you don't have to. Now, one little thing that you can do, now this is a one and done look. So you can just like add that to your eye, put your mascara on and you're good if you're in a rush. But what I like to do too, because this is so matte, I like to grab a shadow that has some light reflecting properties to it. So this one is Tartelette Energy Palette, and this is the color Charged. So it's kind of like a pinky champagne, and it has a little bit of light reflecting pearls to it. Sometimes what I do is I just pop it on with my fingers right in the center. So I have the base color that's nice and bronzy already on there. And then I just add a little bit of shimmer to the center quickly. And it adds more dimension to the eye,
We've had a couple of girls asking about your favorite setting powder, but we'll get to that shortly when we set, right?
Oh, I set already. I beat
perfect.
you to it.
Okay.
Lori knows.
What's your favorite setting powder, Gabi?
Tell them. Tell the people.
Is it the Prisma? No.
Yes. Yeah. Guys, oh my gosh. So I am obsessed with this powder. Like it's a problem. It's the Givenchy Prisma Libre. It's the best setting powder I've ever used in my life. I've used all of them. I've used Chanel. I've used the super, you guys want to see this?
Okay. Oh.
This is a sneak peek. Okay. I filmed a video yesterday where I bought the most expensive makeup products in the world. They're so freaking expensive. The foundation cost me $400 after taxes. $400. Okay. I'm not even going to give it away. Every single thing was outrageous. So this one is the Valentino Powder Clutch. The ultimate designer collector piece is what they said on the website, right?
Yeah.
This was like $300 plus this little bullet that it comes with, which is a lipstick. It's mini version. It doesn't even come with it. Like, are you freaking kidding me? And this was like $40. It's tiny. Yeah. Like, I wish I had another lipstick to compare it to. It's like half the size of a normal lipstick. Anywho, this powder, I'm like, this powder is going to be like magical because it's, you know, $300. It comes with a little puffy thing. Can you guys see? Like, how crazy is this? This powder is not even 1/100th as good as this powder. Mind you, is this expensive too? Yeah, but it's not this expensive. Like, are you kidding? This is like absurd. So if you need an incredible powder, this is the one. It is really finely milled. And it has like the perfect amount. I think it's mica. So it's light reflecting properties, but it's not overly shiny. It's a dream. Like, it is a dream product. It's a dream powder. It literally couldn't be better, in my opinion.
Noni is asking, do you use anything like a primer before this eyeshadow?
So you definitely can. So when it comes to priming your lids, the way that you want to do it, like, you need to even out discoloration and you need to stop the oils from corroding it later, right? Because you need like a barrier between your eyelid and the shadow, or your eyes are going to get oil. The oil is going to come out and it's going to crease it. So you need to create a barrier. And so the way that I created a barrier is by using the Jones Road concealer and setting it with this. I don't know if you guys saw me do that. I kind of turned this into a satin finish by setting it, and that's the primer so that I can then go on top with the cream shadow. But you can use an eyelid primer if you prefer. One primer that I really like that's not really a primer, but it's actually a cream shadow, is by MAC. It's color Painterly, and it's like a pot. And it's actually, I think it's actually supposed to be a cream shadow, but it works exactly like a primer. That one's really good. There's another one by Sigma that I use a lot as well. So there is a time and place for eyelid primers. Sometimes I find that they're a little bit unnecessary. Like, a concealer and a powder does the same unless you have very hooded eyes and there's a lot of heaviness and folding. Then I think you need to upgrade to a primer because you're just going to get less transfer potential. Okay, I hope that helped.
Okay, and then Monica's asking, have you ever tried the Maybelline Tattoo Studio Eye Cream? Lisa J swears by it. I have 3 colors, very good, stays on, looks smooth for my 47-year-old eyes.
Yes, I had that in this video. And then I put it away. I put it away this morning. Like, it was on my table because I'm like, I don't want to overwhelm you guys. And this was supposed to be simple. I have tried it and it's great. And it's very affordable. You know, if you're not in the budget or in the market for a product like Merit that's just more expensive, definitely get that one. It is really nice. Merit's still different. There's still something different about it in terms of the formulation. But that one does work. I know Lisa loves it. I love it too. So it's good. I was going to use some eyeliner, like a brown eyeliner, but I'm not going to because eyeliner requires time. And I really want to show you guys a look that just isn't so time, labor intensive. I'll show you how to get definition in your lashes without using a liner on the lid. Okay, so we're going to skip that step. This is the Rephr Eyelash Curler. This is the best eyelash curler I've ever used in my whole entire life. Whoever's tried it, pop it in the chat. It's absolutely amazing. It's even better than Givenchy Prisma Libre.
And I think with Rephr right now, I think the eyelash curler is in their concept store. So they offer a really cool concept store where they want to get your feedback on products. So they actually offer like a substantial discount.
Yes.
As long as you give them like a review within, I think it's a few months of purchasing, just so that they actually know what they need to change and what's working for us.
You guys, so funny thing about Rephr. I was using the Rephr products because they're amazing. So Rephr is Canadian owned, but it's actually created in Japan. So the Rephr brushes, like, I'll show you this one. They are hand cut brushes made in Japan. They are works of freaking art. They are so beautiful. Oh, they're matte. They're beautiful. I don't even know how to explain them. They're like works of art, wouldn't you say?
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
it's like next level. It's almost more like an artist paintbrush.
It is like an artist paintbrush.
Yeah.
We did a video with a woman named Agatha Coco, and she was a fine artist. We did a makeup takeover on her. And as soon as she saw them, and she is a painter, like professional painter, she's amazing. She saw them on my makeup table and she's like, what are these? She picked them up. She goes, these are amazing. So she kind of saw the beauty of them, you know, as an artist. So I was talking about them using them in videos. And then the CEO of Rephr, Tom, so the creator of Rephr, reached out to me and he was like, thank you so much for, you know, talking about our products and all this stuff. He's so nice. Long story short, it turns out we live in the same area. It's crazy. I didn't even know the brand was Canadian, okay? And I live in a small city. It's not like I even live in like the heart of Toronto. So him and I met up for a drink. And guys, this guy is so nice. He is so honest. He has so much love for his products and his design. He created the concept store because he wants feedback from his clients or his customers. So his biggest thing is getting feedback and adjusting products to help the consumer, right? So on the concept store, you get it for 50% off and you buy it. But in return for buying it for 50% off, he asks you to leave an honest review. So not like a bullshit review to get more people to buy, like an honest review. Then he takes those reviews, he sees what everyone's saying collectively, he redesigns and relaunches. That's how his whole company is built. And how incredible is that? Honestly, it's amazing. So he's got some really phenomenal brushes that he's created just because it's almost like the consumer designed them.
J-Lo's just wondering what mascara are you using?
Yes. Okay. This is a new one that I just learned about too. Have you guys heard about tubing mascara? Let me know in the chat if you've heard. Tubing mascara is really cool because it doesn't smudge at all. It creates a little tube around each lash. So it's really good for lengthening, but it looks really natural, but it doesn't smudge. So on those hot, humid days, because I'm going to a pool party, that's why I grabbed it. And then it comes off super easily with any type of face cleanser and water because the little tubes slide off. So it comes off in little tubes, you'll see it. So this is the Merit one as well. Merit just sent me some PR and I've been loving their products, loving them. This one is called Nice. It's not too bulky. It's a more natural finish on the lash than like the Jones Road one is thicker. Like it's more voluminous. This one's not super voluminous, but it's beautiful for a natural day look. So I'm going to do top and bottom. Sorry, I'll put this down so you guys can see a little better.
Stacy was asking, has anyone else bought the Alex Anel Rephr brush?
Yes.
And apparently it's already sold out.
No way.
That's crazy.
Yes, I have it. I just got it. It just came. Oh, it's over there. I want to get it. Let's use it today. Let's use it. She's so cool, you guys. I have a girl crush on her. Who loves her? She's so cool and so real and like, oh, she's such an amazing artist. I have mad respect for her. I love her. I'm very excited about this brush. It's brand new. Her name is on the handle.
I was like, I don't see it on the turning yet.
Yeah, it's like, oh, is it not there?
Shoot.
Maybe I put it somewhere else.
Let me look.
No, it's probably, oh wait, here it is. No. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Here it is. Here it is. Look how pretty. So it has her name on the handle, which is so, oh, I wish I could focus in for you guys. How amazing is that? It's tiny. It's a tiny little blush brush, which is unconventional because normally with blush brushes, we reach for something like this. Okay, this is the 05 by Rephr, which is a little more fluffy and big. This one is little, which I really like. So let's try it. Let's use it. I I was going to show you guys something. If you want your lash line to look more dense, you want to apply a black on the inner waterline, like up in here in the wet zone, and it will densify your lashes. I just realized that I didn't bring one down here into the studio. So I'm very sorry. We're not going to do that, but that's okay.
Noni's asking about the brush. Can it be used for creams and powders?
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can totally use them for whatever you want. On the website, it will tell you kind of what you should use it for in terms of like what most people use it for, but I always break the rules with that. And I use them for everything. Like I'll grab this one and I'll use it as a foundation buffing brush, and it's a blush brush, and it still works really well as a foundation buffing brush. Remember, there's no rules with makeup. Okay, let me show you this blush. One size. Okay, I really, really love this. I love this. I think this color is phenomenal. It's very that. It's the perfect pinky. It's just the perfect blush. I don't even know what to say about it. Powder, cream, highlighter. So we can use Alexandra's brush for this. So I always go in with the powder first. And lately I've been finding that I look a lot better when my blush is a little higher on the cheek, like up in here, and moving up into the temples. Okay, so this is interesting because this is so dense that it packs things on really like a lot more heavily than something that is fluffier, obviously. This would also be incredible for highlighter. This would be a great highlighter brush. You can also put it on the tip of your nose.
Vegas Annie's asking, can anyone purchase from the Rephr concept store? Yes, you have to sign up with your email address first, but yes, you can. And also to that, Jennifer was asking, when is your Rephr collab video coming out? I missed the BK Beauty sale. I'm hoping he'll have a discount for their brushes. So some of them are actually on sale now in the concept store.
Yeah.
But when is that video coming out?
Yeah, so I am collabing with Rephr. That video is coming out the last Sunday of the month.
So just at the end of August, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So you know what, you guys, I could really use your help actually. I am filming that next week. And the way that I decided to film that video, I want to show a lot of their eye brushes because they have very unique eye brushes, like pencil brushes that are amazing for creating a winged liner very quickly and easily with eyeshadow. So what I was thinking of doing for that video is showing you how your eye shape changes depending on how you apply your eyeshadow or your eyeliner. So depending on if you use a cream liner or if you use a shadow liner, or if you use a liquid liner, or if you pull it out or you don't pull it out, or you curve it down or you pump it up, your eye shape will completely change. And it will change also depending on whether you have hooded eye or not hooded eye. I luckily have one eye that's hooded and one eye that isn't. So I was like, this will be perfect because I can show the hooded eye versus the non-hooded eye. And you guys can see how just angling your brush a little will change your eye shape. Now, is that something that you're interested in watching? Or do you have another concept or a question regarding eye makeup that you would prefer me to create? Because I make videos for you guys that will help you and you know, guide you in this world. So if there's something that you think will be more meaningful, tell me, please.
Oh, so far it sounds like people want to see it. Yes. Can't wait for this.
Yeah. Don't you think that'd be good, you guys?
Like a yes, please. Another yes, please.
Okay, good. I'll do it because we'll do it really up close. We'll do it really up close so that I'll like really zoom in on my eyes, like big time. So you can see how you tilt a little will completely change.
Vegas Annie says, I didn't know Rephr was a Canadian company. Start the cart.
I know.
Add to cart.
I know. Oh my God. And like, if you met Tom, you would die. Like, this guy is the best. He is such a kind-hearted, wonderful human being. And I'm all for supporting brands where the CEOs are so genuine and giving. Like he is so selfless. He's actually an awesome human.
I wonder if he would come on a live stream. Oh, we might have to send an email.
Guys, should we
see if Tom wants to come on?
To talk about his brushes? That would be so fun. You'll never expect him to be who he is. Like, you'd think that a makeup brush owning person would be like, you know, wearing Prada and like, you know, like I'm stereotyping hard, but he's like so down to earth. He's like like a Canadian guy. You know, if you were to like make a Canadian guy, it would be Tom. Don't you think?
Tom from Canada.
He's Tom from Canada. Like he's so nice. He's so nice.
Oh my goodness, we're already at 10:58. We're starting to run out of time, Gabi.
Oh my God, it's because we're chit-chatting like crazy, guys. This has been so fun. Oh my God, he's your neighbor. He has to. I know. I'm going to tell you guys what I'm doing to my lips. When I want a really natural look, all I do is I use liner. That's almost my lip color, but a little bit more enhanced. So the one that I always grab is Makeup by Mario Ultra Suede in tan or in pink nude. Both of those work really well. You just want to line your lips so that they're almost stained. So the reason you want to do this with liner is because liner is waxy, and waxy pigments stay on much longer than lipstick or cream pigments. Okay, so you just want to line it, then blend it out so that it becomes like a lip stain. Okay, this is so hard to break down. Even when you eat like greasy things or oily things, it doesn't break down waxes like this as easily as any other thing. And then once you have your lip shape on, you can go on top of it with a gloss or an oil or a balm, right? That's a really natural look. This is by Tier. This is the My Glow Rosy Lip Oil. Beautiful oil. My favorite oil on the market right now. I have every single one. There's 4 of them. One is really nice for bedtime. One is more clear. They're just so nice. But this one, like the rosy one, is gorgeous because it gives a very subtle flush of color, but it's kind of like your lips, but better. It doesn't go on red. It just goes on flushed. You know, like how little kids' lips are. Little kids' lips are always a little flushed. That's kind of the vibe you get from this. I like putting it on over top of a lip liner because the color just lasts longer, right? A lip oil is not going to last when you eat, but then you get this really soft color.
Yes. Also playing with makeup, Sunday's a little extra, and she just said your bicep tattoo is fire. Now we did have a question at the beginning that was asking about the meaning of your tattoo. Do you want to share that?
Sure. Okay, so when I was younger, I'm going to curl. Okay, I'm going to tell you one more trick before I share that story. Okay. If your lashes are super straight like mine, you curl them, you apply mascara, the weight of the mascara instantly makes them fall. There's a trick. Once your lashes are 100% dry, they have to be dry, you can curl your lashes again. And because they already have a coating of something hard on them, it's almost like curling your hair after spraying it with hairspray. It will grip and it will stay. Okay, and it will really open up your eyes. So if you have really straight lashes, curl, mascara, dry, curl again. Okay, so I'll tell you. When I was after my husband and I got married, we went to Thailand. We went backpacking through Thailand and we had the most incredible time. It's actually where we conceived our firstborn named Kai, like our little guy, who's now almost 10. And when we were in one of the islands, we saw, okay, so we started learning a lot about Thai culture and the meaning behind things and all of that, right? So what I have on my arm is actually a Thai blessing. Okay, so it's a very traditional kind of like Thai blessing. Each line represents something and it all represents blessings. So the first one is like wealth and prosperity. Another one is health and wellness. Another one, you know, kind of like that. So every single thing is a blessing. And the way that they do it, so you guys can see, do you see how much more lifted my eyes are? Like it's incredible doing this afterwards. But the way that they do it, it's not with a regular tattoo gun. They actually do it with bamboo. So they dip like a little sharpened stick into the tattoo or into the tattoo ink, and then they put it on your skin and they hammer. And before they do it, they like pray over you and tell you these blessings, and then you lay down. They do it in, it's like almost like a religious setting, and you can't talk while they're doing it. You guys know me, I'm so chatty, and I'm like, I really try to be friendly. So I'm like, how are you doing? Trying to talk to him. And he's like, we can't talk. I'm like, okay. So uncomfortable. I felt so uncultured. But then afterwards, after it's finished, they do like another blessing and a prayer. So it's like an experience. So that's why I got it. My husband has the exact same one. Because it's done with tattoo, it's bled. So if you can see, there's some purple around it. It's because it's quite an abrasive way to get a tattoo done. So it's bled through. But I almost feel like the bleeding is a part of the experience, you know? So I love this tattoo. I think it means so much to me. And I love that my husband has the same one. And, you know, it's just really cool.
Helena sends us a little extra. How do you stop upper tight line from bleeding onto the lower waterline?
First of all, Helena, thank you so much. Or Helena, thank you so much for the $5 super thanks. You guys are the best. You guys are the best community ever. I really appreciate it. So I understand that this is a very good question, and it's very challenging. I'm going to be honest. It just kind of does, doesn't it? What you can do is look for a formula that doesn't transfer as much. But the problem with that is you can't really use a waterproof formula on the waterline because it won't adhere to the water because it's waterproof, right? So you can't really do that. You need something creamy and emollient, but that isn't going to transfer as much. The one that I like the most is by Makeup Forever. That's the one I was going to show you guys, but I forgot to bring it into the studio. It looks like a natural pencil, like the actual pencil itself is like natural wood, and it's just a classic black. That one for me goes on really creamy, but doesn't transfer as much. With that said though, I still by end of day get a little transfer, but it's not a lot. So I hope that answers your question. Makeup Forever, try that one. It's the best one I've been able to find. I want to show you guys one last thing before we go. I'm going to finish this off with this first, give myself some illumination. And then I'm going to show you guys this. So this is Lottie London. This can be found at Walmart. Again, really, really affordable, but amazing products. This is a dry oil. So it's a multi-purpose dry oil, face, body, and hair. It has this little shimmery particle to it. It's not too slimy or too oily because it's a dry oil, but it will give your décolleté in the summer the most gorgeous glow ever. It's just stunning, and it's so affordable, and it smells like coconut and vanilla, which is a dream. And you can use it on your hair too. So if you have little frizzies and you want to take them down, you can use it on your hair. I've been reaching for this all the time. This is so nice. I finally gave up on it, and I wiggle liner on a liner brush into the base of the lash line underneath. Adds a little thickness. That totally works too. Thank you, Monica. That's a great suggestion. Yeah, you can just do the base and not go right in the waterline if you want.
I'm going to give Joe a little shout out here. Hey, Gabi, new to your channel, but love it and really enjoy your fun personality. Great content.
Oh, thanks, Joe. Thank you for being here.
And then we've also
Welcome
got
to the Glam Fam.
Sorry, I'm going to butcher this. Zyomara. My first live. Love your personality. You make me laugh with your happy attitude. Love your videos, but this is great. You've also taught me so much, and I'm an old girl.
Oh thank you guys. You like make my heart so happy. I can't even tell you. Going live is the best because I get to be with you guys, and I feel like we are like we're together, but it feels to me like we're together in real life, you know? And it makes me so happy to hang out and play with makeup and be girly and talk about things and gossip about the industry. And I got to tell you all about Tom, the owner of Rephr, you know?
And yes, this is the Lottie London, the shimmer.
Yeah, this is great. If you guys are sitting on Lottie London, like if you've seen it at Walmart, Don't sit on it, guys. This brand is awesome. You know what else they have? Do you guys know the Jones Road Miracle Balm that has like very mixed reviews? And I personally don't really like it that much, to be completely honest, but some people love it. Lottie London has a dupe for that just came out, and it's exactly the same. It's literally exactly the same. I'm just putting a little cream on top of this.
Except for the smell, right? The smell's different.
It smells better.
Yeah.
The Lottie London one smells better.
Yeah.
Do you guys want me to do a little concealer to show you the difference under the eyes with concealer? Or are we good with this? How are we feeling? Do you want to see how it will look if I brighten it slightly? Okay, I'll do it real quick. So this is the Lancome All Over Concealer. This is a concealer that I learned about from Angie, Hot and Flashy. She's my friend. This is her favorite one. It's really good. If you don't have budget for this, I also brought this to show you guys. I really like giving you budget solutions because it's a lot of stuff to buy, you know? So I find the NYX Bear With Me Concealer Serum from the drugstore to be quite similar and also amazing. Very, very good. I just wish this had a doe foot applicator, but that's me being excessively fussy. So I'm going to show you this just to show you maybe one eye. So when you apply a little concealer, even if you just do a little bit, right, in here and in here to lift, and you blend out, you'll get much more brightness than if you just use the serum by Milani. But it comes with its things too, right? You do have to set it. Sometimes concealers can be drying, all of that. It takes a little bit more effort, but you get much more brightness. Do you guys see that? This is much more awake and brighter compared to this one, which is more natural.
Was that the Lancome one that you were using?
Yeah, it's the Tinty Dull Ultra Wear. This one's really good. This one's really good. I'm glad that Angie suggested it because I've tried every concealer on the market. I struggle a lot with concealer. And I'm finding this one's the one that I am reaching for now on the regular, you know?
Okay, we are getting past our time. We're going to have to wrap up soon.
That's it, you guys. We're all done.
Yeah.
We're ready to take on our Sunday. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you for hanging out with me, for sharing your time with me, for supporting the channel, for being here regularly, for leaving comments and subscribing and all of that. I can't tell you how much it means to me. I can't wait to see you with the other creators for our next live stream. That's not next week, but the week after. I really hope to see you there. You guys are going to see an announcement about it. If you have questions for Pen or Lisa or Nikki, Marlena, Deanna, any of us, even if they're personal questions about being a creator or anything, definitely leave them in the community board once we post that announcement, okay? And that will be posted shortly next week. I love you guys. Thank you. I will see you in the next one.